Imposter complex involves persistent feelings of being a fraud or not deserving one's accomplishments, despite evidence of success. Individuals with this complex often attribute their achievements to luck, timing, or deception rather than their abilities. They may fear being exposed as incompetent and experience anxiety and self-doubt. This complex can lead to perfectionism, overworking, and avoiding new opportunities due to fear of failure. It often stems from early experiences of criticism or high expectations from oneself or others. The imposter complex can hinder career progression and personal growth, as individuals may hesitate to take on challenges. Addressing this complex involves recognizing one's achievements and developing self-confidence. Mother complex. A mother complex arises from a person's relationship with their mother or mother figure. This complex can manifest positively or negatively, impacting an individual's ability to form relationships. Positive aspects may include nurturing, caring, and empathy. Negative aspects might involve dependency, inability to separate from the mother figure, or unresolved anger towards the mother. Men with a mother complex may seek nurturing partners or have difficulty asserting independence. Women may replicate their mother's traits or struggle with their maternal role. The complex can deeply influence one's emotional development and personal identity. Hero complex. This complex involves a strong desire to be seen as a savior or hero. This drive can motivate individuals to take on challenges and help others. However, it can also lead to self-sacrifice, overextension, and burnout. People with this complex may struggle with delegating tasks and accepting help. Their need for validation and recognition can overshadow their genuine desire to assist. This complex can affect personal and professional relationships, leading to a savior mentality. The hero complex can mask deeper feelings of inadequacy or a need for control. Father complex stems from one's relationship with their father or father figure. This complex affects authority, power, and leadership perceptions. Positively, it can lead to respect for authority and ambition. Negatively, it might result in rebellion, fear of authority, or feelings of inadequacy. Men with this complex may emulate or oppose their father's traits. Women might seek father-like partners or struggle with authority figures. The father complex significantly shapes one's career aspirations and personal relationships. Inferiority complex. An inferiority complex is characterized by persistent feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. Individuals with this complex often compare themselves unfavorably to others. This can lead to overcompensation through excessive achievement or withdrawal from challenges. It can manifest in various forms, such as shyness, submissiveness, or excessive ambition. This complex can hinder personal growth in relationships, as individuals may seek constant validation. It often stems from early childhood experiences of criticism or neglect. Addressing this complex involves building self-esteem and self-acceptance. God complex. This is characterized by an unshakable belief in one's infallibility and superiority. Individuals with this complex see themselves as omnipotent and omniscient. This belief can lead to reckless behavior, disregard for others' opinions, and a lack of empathy. People with a God complex often seek control and dominance in various aspects of life. This complex can result in conflict and alienation from others. It often stems from childhood experiences of extreme validation or lack of boundaries. Overcoming a God complex involves recognizing one's limitations and valuing others' perspectives. Superiority complex. This complex involves an inflated sense of self-worth and an exaggerated view of one's abilities. This often masks underlying feelings of inferiority and insecurity. Individuals with this complex may belittle others to feel superior. They might seek positions of power and dominance in relationships and work. This behavior can lead to strained relationships and social isolation. It often originates from early experiences of being undervalued or overpraised. Addressing a superiority complex requires acknowledging insecurities and fostering humility. Complex of guilt involves persistent feelings of guilt and remorse, often without a clear or rational basis. This complex can lead to self-punishment, excessive self-criticism, and an inability to forgive oneself. Individuals may feel undeserving of happiness or success. It often originates from early experiences of harsh judgment or moral rigidity. This complex can affect mental health, leading to anxiety and depression. It can also impact relationships, as individuals may seek to atone for perceived wrongs. Addressing this complex involves understanding its roots and developing self-compassion. Martyr complex. This complex involves seeking to be perceived as a martyr for sympathy, recognition, or moral superiority. Individuals with this complex may sacrifice their needs and desires excessively. This behavior can lead to resentment and burnout. They might feel unappreciated and victimized, seeking validation for their sacrifices. This complex often stems from a need for approval or past experiences of neglect. It can strain relationships, as others may feel manipulated or burdened. Overcoming a martyr complex requires setting healthy boundaries and recognizing one's worth beyond self-sacrifice. Adonis complex refers to an obsession with body image and muscularity, primarily affecting men. Individuals with this complex often engage in excessive exercise, strict dieting, and sometimes the use of performance-enhancing drugs. This obsession can lead to body dysmorphic disorder, where the person perceives their body as inadequate despite being muscular. The media and cultural emphasis on a lean and muscular male physique significantly contribute to this complex. Those affected may experience anxiety, depression, and social isolation due to their preoccupation with appearance. Relationships and daily functioning can be impaired as the individual prioritizes their body image over other aspects of life. Addressing this complex involves promoting body positivity and seeking psychological support to develop a healthier self-image. Messiah complex. This complex involves a belief that one is destined to be a savior or liberator of others. Individuals with this complex often feel a moral obligation to solve others' problems and may take on leadership roles with a sense of mission. This can lead to overextension and burnout as they strive to meet their perceived destiny. Their actions can be motivated by a desire for validation and recognition of their efforts. This complex can cause strain in relationships, as others may feel overshadowed or undermined. It often originates from early experiences of being encouraged or expected to excel and help others. Overcoming a Messiah complex involves recognizing the limits of one's abilities and fostering a balanced approach to helping others. Napoleon complex describes a type of inferiority complex where short-statured individuals exhibit aggressive or domineering behavior to compensate for their perceived physical shortcomings. This behavior can manifest in various forms, such as competitiveness, assertiveness, and a desire to control situations. The complex is named after Napoleon Bonaparte, who was famously of average height but perceived as short. Those with this complex may feel the need to prove their worth and capabilities continually. This can lead to conflicts in personal and professional relationships as their behavior is often seen as overcompensating. The complex can stem from societal attitudes and teasing experienced during childhood. Addressing this complex involves building self-esteem and developing healthier ways to assert oneself. Peter Pan complex. This complex is characterized by an adult's desire to remain in perpetual adolescence, avoiding responsibilities and commitments. Individuals with this complex may resist growing up and taking on adult roles, such as career and family responsibilities. They often exhibit behaviors associated with youth, such as impulsiveness, lack of planning, and reliance on others for support. This complex can impact relationships, as partners may feel burdened by the individual's refusal to mature. It often originates from a fear of failure, loss of freedom, or adverse childhood experiences. The Peter Pan complex can hinder personal and professional growth, leading to a stagnant and unfulfilling life. Addressing this complex involves embracing adult responsibilities and developing a sense of purpose and independence. Victim complex involves perceiving oneself as a perpetual victim, often leading to self-pity or manipulative behavior. Individuals with this complex may blame others for their misfortunes and feel powerless to change their circumstances. This mindset can result in a lack of accountability and a tendency to seek sympathy and support from others. The complex often stems from past experiences of trauma, abuse, or neglect. It can hinder personal growth and relationships, as others may feel drained by the constant negativity. Addressing a victim complex involves empowering the individual to take control of their life and fostering a sense of resilience and self-efficacy.